Yes! Welcome to a new, very brand new. It's always new. It's never old. Super Desperation Radio. As you can tell, we're a little off today. We didn't get the super KO. We got the normal KO.
Oh, you just got a normal KO? You
got that normal KO.
That upsets me.
Did we get the RKO out of nowhere?
It did not merit a super finish, unfortunately.
Well, this is upsetting.
Yeah. I'm still a little bit under the weather, so, you know. But I feel a lot better than I did last week. I can actually talk now.
Yep. That doesn't sound like talking.
Be right back.
Ugh. Well, that was disgusting.
This past week, we had an action-packed week full of about nothing.
Well, I think Chris is dead.
Yeah, and now we have a dead Hell Pockets in the background. Our hearts go out to him. We love him. We hope he makes a quick and steady recovery.
Good for yourself.
Oh boy.
Well, that was
Jesus.
A great show today.
yeah.
Great start, guys.
All right.
The intro great, and this time he just butchered the beginning, the entire screw the intro. Holy shit! Damn, Chris.
What happened?
Yeah, mic feedback.
Hacking in the background.
Yeah.
The sound of someone about to spit up a loogie.
Yeah,
I think that was a lung, not a loogie.
yeah.
Okay. I feel much
delicious.
better after getting that piece of Play-Doh out of my throat.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. So, how was your weekend, gentlemen?
Oh, what the hell did I do this weekend?
I say gentlemen, and this guy responds.
Oh, my bad. Well, you know what I did.
The font blue.
Oh, fuck. Actually, I like it like that. Never mind.
I kind of like that too because it helps with the I Play Winner logo. You know.
Yeah.
I can't stop looking at it.
Well, that's the point. It's supposed
That's
to be moving.
the gimmick!
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you making a scroller that I'm supposed to look at? This is stupid. This is like one of those hotel scrollers. I don't give a shit what the fuck the rate is.
Or maybe it's awesome because you can't take your eyes off it. I just cracked, like, a mystery that CNN has been wrestling with for 15 years. We can't get anybody to read the goddamn ticker.
I mean, you're in fucking, like, San Fran area. You ever look at the shit that's scrolling on the BART fucking signs?
Yeah.
No,
'cause it tells me
I
when
mean,
the
unless
next
it's like telling me where to go. Yeah, other than
Look
that.
at these guys reading and shit. Fucking nerds.
You can't read numbers, dumbass.
Yeah, you can.
They're not words.
You can read numbers.
No, you can't.
If I wasn't reading numbers, why are they in the same order as letters? From left to right.
Because you're a dumbass.
You're a dumbass.
What?
Fucking reading manga numbers over here.
How come I
What
can't
are
run
you
words?
talking about?
You probably read your numbers back.
Numbers are practically pictures, dude.
They're
That doesn't
hieroglyphics.
make any sense.
Oh.
If 0 was a picture, it would be nothing.
If 0 was a picture, it'd be a 0.
If 0 was a picture, he'd probably be a moving picture and a broken character in SBC. Oh, never mind.
Zoop, zoop.
Broken character, not just in SVC Chaos, but every game,
Every game he's ever been in.
pretty much.
By design.
Nerf 0.
That's right, we talked about Marvel today.
Yeah, we did it. No need to listen to the show that sucks this week,
We
guys.
met our quota.
Buff
But-
Invoker.
But yeah, how did everybody's weekend? I'll just say my weekend was great because the Niners are now officially on a win streak, so I'm feeling a lot better about life.
Woo.
Oh, you mean you guys are finally streaking? You guys have finally caught up to the Raiders, who have been streaking since the start of the season?
I mean, I wouldn't say we caught up to them.
Oh, well, yeah. I'm
You
sorry,
can't-
our
you
streak is
can't
much
beat
better
that
than ours.
record.
We're on a 4-game streak. You're on
That record is so solid, they don't even need a coach.
Might as well just get Art Shell back, you know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I feel like I did something Saturday. Oh, I did, but it wasn't that important. My cousin came over and him and my brother played Smash 4 on the 3DS. And then, yeah, on Sunday I went to my grandparents' house to watch the big game. Other than that, you know, pretty uneventful. Is that it? Are we done?
Yeah, it's bad. You're listening to me doing what I did over the weekend.
Huh,
Which
good for
was
you, Sanjay.
dick and shit.
I don't know those to be verbs.
Yeah, they are.
You would know because you know words because you're a nerd. You got baited.
How would you know what words are if you didn't read the definition?
Because someone
You're
dictated.
probably reading the Twitch chat right now, aren't you?
People, no, I
Like a
actually don't
scrub.
read Twitch chat.
Because
He doesn't even have to read. You know what? I can just put the Twitch chat on the splash page. You know, I have the technology
No,
now.
don't do that. We don't need that right now.
What? Our fans are cool.
Yeah, our fans are cool and we don't need it.
See, our fans are cool enough to not want to be on the stream.
I want to see a significant lack of kappas on the goddamn stream because that and other things such as...
You can't read kappas.
Colin Kaepernick.
Oh my god!
I have dishonored us all.
Yeah, you did, man. Hang your head in shame. Switch places with where's Abe? Shit.
Somewhere.
Dude, he was literally in the chat when we started this.
Well, he's got like things to do. He's a professional.
He probably realized fucking Tony's a huge nerd and bailed.
He knew that Alex was showing up, and he's like, "Whoa, I don't want to be around that guy."
So I just typed Dodgers Cardinals and I spelled Didgers. I just thought you'd like to know.
Like a Pokemon or something?
I did a lot of baseball stuff this past weekend. The Angels got swept. Yeah.
Yeah.
That made me happy.
It's
My
a good
sister's mad
weekend
about
for
that.
Angels fans.
The Dodgers, the first game of the LA and St. Louis, had two of the best pitchers in baseball, and they pitched amazingly shitty, which was really bad. Don't care, like, okay, yeah, Dodgers lost, whatever, but the more important fact is two of the best pitchers in baseball just completely choked. What the hell?
What would you say about the Washington San Francisco game? Like, was that just was that actually skill, or was
like
that just
5,000 inning game?
Yeah, I just kind of feel like, after a certain amount of time, you guys just suck.
Kind of.
You know?
The way I see it, like, it got to the point, like, okay, I want San Fran to lose because San Fran don't care about them, but after a certain point, you don't give a shit who wins. You just want the game to be over.
Yeah.
Okay? I even saw like all my San Fran buddies on Twitter like, "Oh my god, I just want to go get food. Oh, I gotta go do this. I want to do that. Why can't this game just end? Just end. I don't care if they win. I don't care if they lose. Just end."
The only one that was like all about it the whole night was Harrison.
Yeah.
Because he had nothing else going on.
Damn.
That's right.
Shots
Challenged. Challenge.
His life is measured in Giants innings.
Think about it this way. There are only two reasons that Harrison would leave the house. One is Hanzo Gonzo, and two is an IPW stream, which he does from his house already anyway every week, so...
So basically, go out for work or go out on a date.
Yeah.
Okay. Had to be sure. Had to be certain. That's what you're saying.
Just so we're clear, Hanzo's the one that, gets treated.
Ooh. Because of the hat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Dodger game going on right now. Washington beat San Fran earlier today 4-1.
Yep.
Baltimore also swept Detroit, which makes me laugh because everyone's like, "Oh, Detroit's the powerhouse coming from the AL." It's like, no, shut the hell up. I hate people talking when it's like, "Oh, that's my favorite team." Like, I don't give a
Detroit?
shit. What's up? Are we going to turn this into a sports podcast this week? Because we can do that.
I mean, we could do that. We literally have that many topics.
Dude, video games are for nerds.
They literally are. Okay, that's actually a great segue into my only real topic today, which I wouldn't have had unless I woke up at 10 a.m. this morning and caught the morning news, and there's this dude on a TV station going, "Wow, you can get a college scholarship for playing League of Legends now. Who would have thought?" Yes, there is a college in Chicago that is currently offering a scholarship to esports athletes who currently specialize in League of Legends. I don't know if it's a full ride or not, but apparently they want you to come on board and join their League of Legends team as they build what probably will be the first official college esports league.
I remember we talked about something like this a few weeks or months ago, where colleges wanted to start a NCAA League of Legends league of some kind.
This might be that.
Okay. I mean, that's cool. League of Legends is huge. It's obvious that if any game would be like that go-to game, it would be this. They can't go with Madden. They can't go with anything like that. So, yeah.
Well, the thing, like, I was talking to my mom about it earlier, and she was like, "How come they don't do it for the games you play?" And I'm like, I literally had this thought. I'm like, man, you never saw, like, a boxer get a scholarship to college or an MMA fighter, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of like our bag.
Mm-hmm.
We're prize fighters. We don't really get scholarships. We go to Vegas and fight for money.
You live from paycheck to paycheck in order to get your big break.
Yeah. And then when you get big, you hopefully don't fuck it up by acting like a jackass on camera. Oh my god, we are boxing.
Yep.
So yeah, but
boxing cross wrestling, like there's those fake storylines that happen.
yeah, that's true.
You're somewhere in the middle.
You mean okay? So you mean like 20 years ago when what was it? I think it was it Bart Gunn that won the whole.
Oh,
like,
that shit! The fucking what the hell was that called?
What's this called? The Iron Man. Like
Iron Man.
Iron
Not
Fist
the Iron Man show.
Yeah,
Iron
it
Fist.
was Iron
Tekken.
something. Yeah, Tekken.
Literally called
There you go.
Tekken.
So back when WWF did Tekken, they had a little tournament going, and Bart Gunn beat the crap out of everyone. I just can't remember if he beat Butterbean or not.
I doubt he'd beat Butterbean. They would never let a guest come in there and lose to anybody because he was a heel back then. Bart Gunn was.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much the FGC in a nutshell.
So I'm reading this, and it's saying they can receive up to 50% of the tuition and 50% of room and board, and up to $19,000 in scholarship money.
That's pretty fucking sweet.
That's really big.
That's a pretty good deal.
What kind of college is it? Just like a state college too?
This is Robert Morris University, Illinois, a private college of 7,000 students.
Oh, okay. So I mean, while you get $19,000 in tuition, you still probably got $50K to like pull out of pocket.
Eh.
Better than nothing.
Yeah, that's
Playing a video
way
game.
better than nothing for playing a video game. Like I was discussing with you earlier, now the professional teams will have a secondary pool to pick from rather than just, picking people that hit up Challenger in the official game. Because now they can say, hey, you performed pretty well in the Pac-12 series of League of Legends. Do you want a spot? Select you in a second-round draft pick,
Yeah, I think it will be interesting to see how it evolves because, like some people say, esports aren't sports, which is pretty true in a way. It's really stupid to define a sport, considering most people, from what I've heard, call it a sport if there's an offense and a defense being played. But everybody's got their own things, but it's definitely a competition and something that people enjoy watching, obviously. So. Things are changing. Watching esports is going to be the same as pretty much already is the same as people watching, it's like Sunday Night Football or anything like that. It's just.
I mean, if you're that into it, yeah.
If it's a different crowd, but there's still stats, there's still things that happen. So I mean, potato, of course, they're completely different, but in the heart of it, in the same vein, they're very similar.
So according to this,
I just want to point out that potato and potato are technically the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're not different. Don't lie to people.
Well, the pronunciation is slightly different, much like aluminum or aluminium.
Who says aluminium?
The British.
The fucking Brits.
But see, those are just short for Illuminati, so that's fine.
Yeah.
No, the
Right?
Illuminati. What are you alluding to here, Gibby?
would you fucking nerds cool it with the wordplay, please?
I don't fucking read, okay?
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, according to this, they're gonna have a coach. They're gonna have uniforms. Like
What? Give me a link to this.
It's like just imagine going outside. It's like, yeah, I'm a law coach at my local college.
Well,
You know what the fucked up part is? He's the only one getting paid on that squad.
no. This is the way you got to look at it. The league coach is probably going to be getting paid as well as like most other
Yeah.
coaches. Because if this takes off as well as they think it's going to take off, then they're going to be making the big bucks. So just college sports in general are on decline because people like, people, there's collusion, there's cheating in the NCAA. And this is true. The NCAA rules are the dumbest shit in the world. Okay, the kids can't do crap. It's like, what? Someone gave him $5? Oh, we got to kick him off the team. He's suspended for 2 weeks. And I'm pretty sure the League of Legends players are going to have to, because they're just like standard NCAA rules.
I can't wait to sell this jersey with this kid's name and give him $0.
Yeah. Hey, we own his soul until he decides to go to the big leagues. Wait, what are the big leagues in League of Legends?
Yeah, exactly.
The world? Is that what it's called? World Championships?
Worlds, I guess they call them now.
Worlds, okay. Worlds. Oh, so there's only... whatever, never mind. I'm not even gonna...
I'm just wondering, what kind of coaching you could do besides, hovering over somebody and, tapping them on the shoulder. It's like, hey, get that CS up.
Well, doesn't competitive league already have coaching?
Yeah, it does. Most teams do have coaches, but they're kind of like coaches slash managers. It's mostly like a managerial kind of thing. But there is coaching or having other players help dictate. But it's not just that. It's more like, obviously you're kind of thinking about it in the most baseline, but there's a lot of different things that have to do with it. Of course, there's things about like, you need to see us better. You can give them pointers at the end of the game, but during the game, it'd be like recognize patterns, here's strategies that enemy teams use. It's almost like calling like an offense and defensive coach, where it's like, you need to be careful because these guys run this strategy a lot. They like the roam or blah blah blah.
Oh. You know who would be the perfect coach for something like this? Arlie Ermy.
Yeah.
Like, this is perfect for him. This is technically war, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, it's war. He can just yell at you and make you get your CS up. He can yell at you and make you get that kill. He can make you roam from wherever the hell you are.
Let me see your gank face!
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Anthony. I was going to end with that, too. Shit. But yeah, there's the way I look at it. There's no bad that can come out of this. Like, outside of maybe these games having like more restrictions on them somehow, which I don't see like Riot doing. Riot, it's their game. They've been doing everything they want. Maybe Riot will take a cut of whatever the hell the colleges do with this. But even then, that's I personally think that's fine, because goddamn, like, just the NCAA is a gigantic business that's making a shit ton of money on these kids who are getting nothing out of it most of the time. Oh, but they get an education. No, most of these kids
they don't, man. Are you kidding me? Like, if I went to college for football, I'd be the dumbest motherfucker you ever met. Don't fucking say shit. Shut up!
I've had several friends who went to school on athletic scholarships. They were told just blow off work.
Yeah.
They were told not to go to class, go practice, go do this, go do that, go meet up with these doctors, go do this, all this shit. They're like, on average, one of my friends said he spent like maybe about an hour tops, school in class his entire like 4 years there, and he got a degree, but I said, what's your degree in? He's like, oh, it's like literature, I think, or it's writing of some kind. I'm like, oh, I see.
Yeah,
he has no idea what he did.
Book kids.
Yeah, there you go.
So essentially, there's a Collegiate Star League of over 100 colleges.
What? Already?
Yeah, like, I guess, like, it's a huge list. Like, check this shit out. I was going through it right now just to check out local colleges. Cal State Long Beach is on there, Cal State Fullerton, and then Harvard. Harvard.
Holy shit.
Let's put on our ascots and right-click the shit out of everything.
Gibby, they wouldn't say shit.
I don't know, dude. Like, are you gonna get in and like the fucking Skull and Crossbones like league team? Like, my dad played league here, in the fucking super Illuminati like goddamn thing for a while. And now
my father was part of the Collegiate program back in season 1.
Get fucked, nerd.
Yeah, where's the party league colleges?
So
stupid lore
Cali County Community College. There's a party league right there.
Oh boy,
Cali County Community College.
USC has 2 teams. UCLA, I think it said, has 2 teams.
Oh, Cal Poly Pomona, I can see that.
Like, oh wow, UCLA has 4 teams.
Okay, that says CUNY, right? I thought it said something else for a second.
Emory University. Yeah, what's with these like 3 entries? They must have 3 teams.
Multiple teams.
Yeah.
There's like it must be like 2 B teams in. I guess there's like an official team that represents them or something. I don't know.
Obviously, that's the secondary.
Wait, did they have? Oh, okay, they have custom idea. That was like personal score. Damn, this is a long ass list.
Yeah, this is.
UC Berkeley, of course, a
real
fucking college.
This is that league that may have gotten started when we initially talked about this topic.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And then that's when the rumblings about scholarships for League of Legends players were going about. And then people were asking, oh, will the same happen for Dota? Will the same happen for CSGO, Call of Duty, and all these other games?
I mean, they could.
Arizona State. Oh, 2 Arizona States. That's your party fucking league school.
UC Davis, UC Irvine, UCLA, UC Riverside. Really, Santa Cruz?
Cal State LA? Hell yeah.
UC Santa Cruz is on this list, man. Like, I'm surprised those dudes could even make it to the fucking stadium.
And do they just play like online, or do they go to like LANs and play each other in person? Do they play?
I think the standard should be they have to go to a facility because
that makes sense.
Doesn't make any sense to have them sit in the dorm room.
Well, I mean, colleges do have some pretty damn good internet if they allow you to have good
internet.
internet.
No, I'm not. Yeah, of course. But, like, just for the sake of making sure there's no bullshit going on.
Yeah.
Holy County. I bet you they go all the way this year.
And these rules are fucking detailed.
I want to make sure that, these people are tested for, like, fucking... weed and like concentration.
You better fucking start with UC Santa Cruz.
Yeah, they need to be drug tested, man. I don't want people on like what's that shit that makes you concentrate like way better?
Adderall?
Yeah, I want these guys to be tested on the regular because I want them to have to be able to feel what it's like to have an oil change by removing all the urine in your bladder and replacing it with someone else's. It's not fair that the people that go out there working hard on the fields, they have to do this kind of thing in order to pass drug tests, but cyber athletes don't. Like, come on now, that's not fair.
Wait, do they watch you pee now, like in like sports that you can't?
That's why I'm saying people will empty their bladders and replace it with someone else's clean pee.
Oh, you can't do the old fucking pee bag taped to your leg anymore?
Nope.
Shit, that was
sucks.
the strat.
That never really worked.
Hey, if your leg was warm enough, it worked.
You just got to get it underneath the ball or something.
You got to get it right in the
the sweat pocket, as nature calls it.
The old swamp ass.
I like that one rule where it says pick a responsible coordinator. We could use that one more in FGC.
Honestly, though, with all this stuff, but I could coach people pretty well.
Yeah. I wonder what are the requirements? Like, do you just have to be like a college student and have like-minded individuals willing to play league with you or something?
It seems to be the case. There's some rules about who is eligible there. So you have to go to an accredited school. Students who all attend the same university must be enrolled as a full-time student. Proof of enrollment, valid names, and then you gotta email to some dude or some company or whatever the fuck it is.
I just want to cut you off really quick. Valid name. So you mean I can't enter as just Thank God 420?
That's actually something I was gonna bring up. It's like, what kind of
what are the handles going on here, right?
Yeah, do you have to use a clan handle and have a specific account for this, or can you just be use your regular account and I'm gonna sign up for my collegiate law team as my username Swagballs?
I think it's probably going to be one of those things where it's just you can choose any team name almost any team name you want, and then you get your name printed on the back of your jersey. I don't know.
This kind of stuff is interesting, and I was thinking about it. Would I really want this for fighting games?
I don't even know if it would work.
I could see it working a lot better if there were fighting games that potentially worked more in a team aspect,
Yeah.
Like if they did make the King of Fighters 3v3 mode where you had 3 people, playing.
Well, the only way I could think it would work, because there's such a thing as a decathlon, right? And so you build a team around that, and each member of the team is a specialist in a different aspect of the decathlon. And so the fighting game version of this would basically be we're gonna run this 3 games. You need 3 guys that play 3 games, and that's your team.
Mm-hmm.
But that'd be kind of boring if you ask me. And that's why I said, the fighting game community, it's more like prize fighting, we're more like single people that go into a ring and have a promoter, or if we want a coach or 20 behind us, we can get that, and then, we slug it out in the ring.
So this says it's going to treat the people that get these scholarships like any other student. So are there requisites for being in a sports team for...
in general?
Like college students? Do you have to maintain any kind of educational standard? You're talking to someone that flunked out of college.
Well, obviously you need to be able to get into the school.
So you need to meet their quote unquote academic standards, which isn't hard because they lower them for athletes.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And you have to maintain a specific GPA, which is generally 2.75 to 3.5, depending on the school you're in.
And you don't have to even do that because they'll pay somebody to change the GPA for you, and then you can get it.
No, yeah, and that's the other thing. Because there are definitely all these like athletes who go there
who are dumb as fuck.
I'm pretty sure I can have a brick help me, and this brick will do more work than these guys do. And yeah, like you get where I'm going with this. Like it's bad. Like some of these people just can't learn, which is fine. Okay, they just focus on just one thing. Like let's just say football their entire life. They were told that's all that matters to them because they're going to get that scholarship and then they're going to go pro. They don't need to worry about their education. That's what their parents taught them. That's what their coaches taught them. That's what everyone around them kept telling them. So that's what they were used to. And you see this a lot.
Honestly, if that's what they really want to do with their life, and that's the biggest thing to them, then more power to them.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I think there should be somebody saying like, "Hey, man, like you don't have to just do that. I mean, you're good at it, and you're gonna get it. It's a lock. You don't have to worry about it. But how about opening this book?"
Yeah, I do think that.
How about fuck you?
Hold on. I'm sorry. I just want to point out that you said opening a book, and Walkman responded with, "Yeah." Well, what the hell just happened here?
It was merely
breaking kayfabe.
Not looking too much into it.
Holy shit!
Breaking character and shit, man.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, maybe not. I'm pretty sure the league players will be held to like similar standards.
I also wonder. Okay, now this might be a little bit of a funny issue, but like, who is this open to? Because for one, like as far as genders go.
Oh, I'm sure everybody.
You would assume everyone.
Everyone, right? This technically would be the first time like somebody could get a scholarship for that to play on a just a unisex team.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, oh yeah, that's sports. I was gonna say the marching band also, marching bands also get scholarships.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't think that counts.
Actually, this is probably closer to the marching band than it is to football.
Yeah. What else is there? Yeah, and then some colleges will just try to cut programs to.
Oh yeah, totally.
Funnel more money into this.
Yeah, especially if it takes off.
On how well it does.
It's actually a fairly cheap endeavor for them. I mean, you think about how much they spend on sports equipment yearly. For this, it's gonna be way less.
Wait, you mean to tell us we just got to buy 5 computers?
Yeah, that's it.
What? Maybe a 6th one for the coach? Huh. Oh, some of these headsets? Oh, wait, we can get them donated. Yeah, we'll just have Razer sponsor us. Yeah.
That's another thing. They could get that real sponsorship, and Razer or somebody's going to be like, yeah, we want to sponsor a college. That's legit for us. And oh my God, the monster is created.
What if Budweiser were sponsoring this?
Can Budweiser sponsor college things?
That's what I was going to ask. I can't remember if alcohol companies can sponsor NCAA.
Let
me see.
I don't know. Let me check that out. I've never seen it happen. No, I've not. At least I have never seen Coors sponsor a college basketball or football team.
Well, no, not so much directly sponsoring them, but commercials and shit.
Or even involved with it. I mean, they might have some kind of roundabout sponsorship, where hey, we have a certain X chain restaurant on your campus, and we serve Budweiser there. And Budweiser is a big sponsor of the chain restaurant. Therefore, Budweiser is sponsoring a part of your school. Okay, I'm reading stream chat, and Mondo's mad at us.
He loves us.
I know.
And you fucked up by reading stream chat.
I always read stream chat. I'm the producer of the show. I have to read everything.
Oh, stream chat, and I hear the word reading rainbow.
Huh.
I'll put it on. I swear I will. Yeah, I don't see beer companies getting their hands in. Well,
okay, please remember that licensing restrictions prohibit the use of any official sports event, sports organization, or team logo and logo type in ads unless it's officially sponsored event, which is seldom the case. Local advertiser official sponsoring may include Papa John Pizza. Blah, 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 blah. If you spot an ad campaign questionable references, no, yeah, they can sponsor.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So the way also which really sucks. So these kids right now, some of them do like, some of them will do like say ESPN commercials for like college game day. The college gets paid for them doing the commercials.
Yep.
The kid can't get paid a penny, even though the kid technically worked. Okay, it was something not like something that was off campus, something that didn't really like. It was promoting the school, and he took time out of his day. Like they would fly him out to like where is it, Connecticut, wherever the hell ESPN is, and he would do this. And then, oh, what do I get for it? Nothing. We'll just pay for your flight.
Yeah, we can pay for you to get out there.
Yeah, that's cool. Some kids have never been to Connecticut. All right. They can probably see the WWF headquarters out there. That's where it is, right?
Greenwich. Right? I mean, it's. I still think that it's still going to be a pretty good pull for professional leagues to draw from. Although I personally kind of wonder, like, if after like maybe the first or second year that they just start looking overseas to like draft international players. Yeah. Say, hey, come to an American college. You know, we have the hamburger.
And would there be age restrictions? Yeah, he just lost his shit because of hamburgers.
I just think the idea of enticing someone overseas with hamburgers is great. It's like, fuck whatever local cuisine you have. We have meat between two buns.
It was revolutionary at the time.
It really was.
I don't know if I've ever tried that with blue cheese, bacon, and an egg, but, you know.
That's good.
It is good. What else happened this weekend? Oh, yeah, Tekken 7.
Yeah, Tekken 7.
Yeah, Tekken 7.
It's got supers.
Yeah, it does.
Pretty sick.
I wonder what took them so long.
Good question.
I don't know.
I know that's what was stopping me from playing Tekken, not the soul-crushing difficulty curve.
What? Is it difficulty curve to playing Tekken?
Well, not so much playing the game, but playing against other people that play Tekken.
You mean they've been playing Tekken?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because you can play Tekken against other people, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
It's when you go against someone that's been playing Tekken that you're like, maybe I should have stayed in school.
Yep. Like, man, you have this Tekken thing, you know, down pat, and I have no business in your presence, sir. But yeah, it looks cool. I like the new lighting effects. I don't care what you say. I think they're awesome. Personally, I think when somebody gets hit in the face extra hard, it should explode.
Yeah. The two new characters. One, what's her name? Katarina?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Katarina.
Okay, she looks fun. The other character, I didn't think about it until I saw all these pictures, but he definitely looks like something that came out of Final Fantasy.
Claudio, I think his name is.
Yeah, Claudio. He is Italian.
Italian? Yeah.
Nah, I'm just waiting for my boy Mahmoud to get in the game.
Okay. His name better be Mahmoud.
It better be Mahmoud, because if it's not,
I mean, you tweeted at Harada.
And it got plenty of retweets.
I saw him last weekend, and I was like, "Hey, man, what's up with Mahmoud?" And he was like, "Who?"
Wow.
Damn, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Wait, did you have Michael Murray translate for you?
No.
Okay, that's where he's fucked.
I kind of just caught him when he was looking for a sandwich in the cafeteria.
He was probably drunk.
So was I, so...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'm like, you two were probably drunk, and this conversation probably didn't happen. It was Alright, how's it going? And he's like, Hell Pockets, how's it going?
Why are you channeling it for US right now?
I'm just picturing drunk Chris not actually talking to Harada, but just talking to Bronson's reflection in the background.
Oh, that's why Bronson sent me that text about Hell Pockets being the dipshit. Damn it.
Oh, shit, dude. Yeah, I was pretty gone. I didn't get to recount what happened that day, did I?
We don't need to know.
You don't need to know? All right.
We're good, dude. We're good.
You don't want your Actually, I can't report it on anyway. It's still under wraps.
Excellent.
Yeah.
But as far as Tekken 7 goes, I actually watched a shit ton of the footage. There's some interesting changes. Some of them are pretty welcome. There is a very deliberate animation to neutral getting up now, like just holding up and going back to standing. Where before, like, you try to do that or you try to do any other kind of get up and people would pop you up and you'd kind of be like, what the fuck? You know, if you're completely new to Tekken, you're just like, this guy's, doing the hacks. But now it's very deliberate. Like your character does an entire "I'm standing up" animation as opposed to a knee-jerk "Hey, I was on the ground and now I'm 90 degrees vertical," which is pretty cool. The rage arts seem to replace rage damage or Netsu as it existed in Tag 2, which honestly I think is a welcome change because a lot of people disliked rage, especially in its original iteration where it was ridiculous, where it was like a gigantic boost and it activated at a very high threshold. And rage arts seem to activate at a very low threshold comparatively, so it's like 15% of your life bar. And one thing that's actually interesting about the rage arts is they do a shit ton of damage, but the damage they do seems to scale relative to the difference between the two life bars. So if you're like critical health and you hit somebody that's at 90% health or at full health, you're going to chunk off like half.
Damn.
But it seems that if you combo into it or you hit somebody that's relatively close to your health, it's only going to do like maybe 30% of your health bar. Like we actually saw one where it did next to nothing. Like it was a Fang that comboed into it and both life bars were pretty much exhausted and it didn't even kill. So it's not just like a reversal ultra from vanilla Street Fighter 4 with Sagat that suddenly did 90% damage. There's a bit of thought that they put into it, which is really neat, and it shows that they're thinking. The other mechanic that they added, the power moves, are essentially specific moves for each character, or at least one for each character that they have that has armor to it. So for Brian, I actually think it's Mock Breaker, which is really good, because it's a fast, far-reaching high that'll take hits. So if you know somebody's going to do a predictable string, you just plow right through it.
Nice.
You still take the damage. So if you were to take fatal damage and you try to armor through it, you're pieced out. They also lose to throws and they lose to lows. So they're going to get low or high crushed real easily. You just know they're going to try to power move something, you just go low. You're going to plow right through it. So they can't really abuse it. I mean, obviously some of them are going to be better than others. Like some power moves are probably going to be safe, or they're going to be faster, or, further reaching. But it's an interesting mechanic so far. It doesn't really seem to be that abusable. The other thing they did is like a bound replacement. Like it's not quite bound. Like it doesn't do the whole fucking like Looney Tunes sproing thing. Like when you relaunch somebody.
Yeah, that shit was pretty ridiculous.
Like a lot of people didn't care for it. And they did something that's a bit more subtle, but essentially gets you a similar result, where specific moves don't cause like a grounded smash kind of state. It seems more like moves that knock away will cause like this kind of ground reeling animation where they're like still kind of in the air. So it's sort of like a, for the lack of a better term, kind of like a soft bound. Like you don't see them bounce really hard off the ground. There's not a really big visual indicator, but you kind of see them reeling on the ground and you can pick them up once again. But it seems like most of the moves that cause it tend to send people flying at a distance, so you kind of chase after them, so you don't really get some of the juicier follow-ups. You maybe get like a specific far-reaching attack, or if you're near the corner, you get to get like a wall carry. There's one thing that was kind of neat that I wanted to research more, where King, one of his elbows used as a juggle, caused like a really specific ground state where if you've ever seen somebody get KO'd on the ground in Tekken, like if you just get knocked out with a low kick while they're laying prone, they kind of do the whole, I need a bacchiotomy pose. Like they just like reach for their spine and they cringe in pain. He makes them do that pose, and then it seems to guarantee follow-ups to it, where he can go for a guaranteed ground throw mix-up, or just get the people's elbow as a guaranteed hit. So King's the only character I've seen do it. I don't know if other characters are going to have a similar mechanic to that. Like maybe if they introduce another grappler like Marduk or Armor King, maybe. Which actually leads me to my next point, in that King seems to have some Armor King moves and some Marduk moves. It makes you wonder if they're just going to truncate those characters and just be like, hey, all our grappler type dudes, they're all King now.
Well, they are consolidating the cast, right?
It seems to be that way. Like a lot of people are saying that they might just splice some of the characters up and just be like, hey, you like the kickboxer character? We have Brian. Maybe you get Bruce. Who knows?
Hey, Brian, Bruce, they both start with BR.
Brian Bruce says this. They got knees. Let's just give Brian the back 4-3-4 series.
The worst part is that Claudio and Katarina look like they have Miguel moves, so Miguel might not come back.
Oh, I actually watched some more footage of Katarina. She actually has like the, you know that move that Miguel has? It's like down 4, 1+2. Like he kicks you in the legs and then he does like the big headbutt.
Yeah.
She has that.
Wow.
So I was like, yeah, Miguel, we hardly knew you.
He's gone, boys.
Hey, don't lose hope, dude.
Nah.
Don't lose hope.
I'll just have to play Katarina instead and keep.
I mean, she looks
back
pretty
now.
tight.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with her. It's just I liked Miguel, you know.
Claudio kind of looks like a Final Fantasy character, but that's.
If Katarina appeals to the crowd, then okay, and also kills people in like one punch or kick.
Mm-hmm. And or kick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one thing I was going to point out about the rage arts was kind of. Some of them look pretty cool, and then you kind of watch all of them and you realize that they're all essentially the same idea, where it's like, oh, big hit happens, big launcher happens, power finisher happens. With like the only exception being Lily, who just kind of does like a triple backflip on you. But other than that, it's just like, oh shit, you got launched, and now Feng Wei is gonna, give you the old death fist.
Nice.
Oh, what is Paul Phoenix gonna do? It's a big ass death fist.
So yeah, they didn't get too creative.
They seem a little like
the game isn't
this
complete.
The game's very incomplete, but this is a really good start considering other incomplete games we've seen before, and we're just kind of like,
Yeah.
like remember, what was that Capcom game, the 3D one that got canceled?
Capcom Fighting
All-Stars.
Fighting
Yeah,
All-Stars.
remember they just did a beta test for that, and everyone's reaction was, "What the fuck is this?" So they just canned it.
They really didn't want to try to make it better. That's so sad.
They're like, "Fuck this."
Japan liked it.
Dude, they were fucking like, there were finishing moves in that game.
Oh God.
So in Fighting
That's actually
All-Stars,
not terrible.
apparently Ryu's was he just took the fucking like horse stance, charged up his fist with electricity, and then punched the shit out of you.
So it's the focus attack.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Except it was just like all electric. It was like the Denjin focus attack. And the only video footage of it on YouTube, a dude stands up right before it hits, so you don't actually get to see the animation. You just get to see Ryu walking off all solemnly and shit.
That's pretty upsetting.
Yep.
What happened with that one character that was in that game? The one that everybody thought was like supposed to be Dante, but it was just like some big dude in a red jacket.
Oh, Rook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I at least liked his design.
There were 3 characters that they introduced for All-Stars, which were Ingrid, which did end up getting used. Didi, I think, was the red dude you're thinking of, and Rook, which was the Benimaru Polnareff ripoff.
Rook. Oh, yeah. Jesus.
They kind of never touched those characters again. Like, I think Didi was the guy that looked like Bono.
Yeah, he does.
Except he had, like, electric gloves or some shit. I don't know. Those characters are kind of best forgotten.
I don't know. Ingrid wasn't that great either, considering we already had Karin, so...
Yeah, but she throws the sunlight or whatever the fuck.
Something.
Ice.
Yeah.
Wasn't it ice?
Was it nice? I don't know. Man, and this game actually might have single-handedly been the closest thing to a Rival Schools revival that we would ever have gotten.
Well, you had what? Was Batsu in it?
Batsu and Akira.
Yeah, I had Akira in it. Like, I fucking love that character, and I was really happy to see her come back, and then we never got it.
Yeah.
Never got
We
it.
also had Charlie. And Poison was originally in this.
Yep. You know what this game turned into? KOF Maximum Impact. And now we get a third one. Yeah.
Oh,
Or
that's
fourth,
actually
technically.
happening.
Yeah, it's I know I blocked that from my mind too, and then I remembered that just as I was saying it.
Yeah. Anthony, was there something you wanted to bring up?
No, I think it's fine.
There's nothing grinding your gears this week.
Oh, is that what we're talking about now? I thought we were still on Tekken.
No, I meant like there was
Anything
no
Tekken wise?
I don't know. Despite all of that, it does look like a good game. Obviously, they can't have such a gigantic cast as they did before. But, I mean, it'll be fine. It's not like a lot of it was necessary.
Actually, I was going to point something out. So, something that always kind of bugged me about Tekken, and it was like the most irrelevant thing, was when people hit the ground and it does that, like, oh, the fucking earth shattered, rocks go everywhere thing. You can only have like so many of those impacts on the ground before they started disappearing, like, you know, getting rid of the oldest one.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't seem to be the case anymore. To where like the damaged ground will actually stay damaged.
It'll build upon itself.
Or it'll just be like chip away as much as it can chip away.
Oh, okay.
There isn't suddenly going to be like a part of the floor that got fixed magically because there was more than 5 damage circles on the ground.
Right.
Which is great because I think Virtua Fighter's been doing that since 4.
Yeah, it has. Like all the snow effects and other things, it just kind of stays there.
It's like, congrats.
That's what I want.
You finally caught up. Now people can stop playing your game too.
What?
Because nobody plays Virtua Fighter.
Hey man, it's a good game.
It is a good game. I just don't play it.
I love that game.
I agree with that. Yeah, I love that game.
Instead, we just have Akira and everything else.
Like, he's in DFC.
Yeah.
DFC.
Honestly, he'd be the character I play if I did play that game.
Oh, I'm not surprised at all. You know how they qualified that? Because of the fucking Virtua Fighter anime. They even took the design.
Logic?
That's their logic. Because they even took the design from the anime. And they even put Pai in there as the backup, who is his sidekick in the anime.
They're calling her Pai-chan. Okay, you got it right.
Pai-chan.
Everywhere it says that, so
That's her name.
Yeah,
Respect
it's
the
actually
lore.
it's literally
I know.
her name. Zhao-chan! See, you had to say it like that, too.
You're an idiot, Gibby.
what? My goodness. Yeah. So
I'm really upset. I didn't know that was the rationale behind.
What else would they do? Like, say, oh, we're trying to give, like, a nod to Sega? Like, Sega doesn't give a fuck. If Sega really wanted to make money off Dengeki Faku, they'd put Sonic in it. That's right.
There's a Sonic stage. Why is he not in it? There's multiple Sonic animes.
look, you guys are all stupid. If they really wanted to make money, they would have put the Daytona USA car in there.
Wow.
Is there a Daytona?
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, Alex, you have never seen the Daytona USA car? In a
I've
fighting
seen
game?
it. Yeah, I've seen it, but I mean, is there an anime for it? Like, if this is the rationale they're going for it.
Well, there has to be an anime for it.
It doesn't make sense because, I mean, I guess technically all the people in the game do have an anime, but it's supposed to be around their stupid, light novel series from Dengeki Bunko.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I mean, I do, because one of the series I actually finished watching the TV series for. And, yeah, so. But. There's just better anime they could have pulled from, honestly. I think that Dengeki Funku is a good idea, just with the wrong franchises.
I think some of the wrong characters from the franchises got in as playable.
That is also an issue. I'll be honest. Who the fuck wants to play Miyuki? Everybody wants to play fucking Tatsuya.
I don't know these characters.
Nerd alert!
He's from a regular at Magic High School?
Okay, anyway, so on Friday, IE Battlegrounds, Saturday, IE Battlegrounds did Rebel Up. And they had a special guest by the name of Mike Z.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And he showed off some sick shit with the newest Skullgirls character name. What's his name again? Beowulf?
Mm-hmm.
He's got some sick ass shit.
Yep.
Like, holy shit. This is the most entertaining character I've seen in this generation of fighting games. Like, so he can hold buttons. So, okay, he can hold his jab to hype up the crowd, which he says will do something. He hasn't revealed what it's going to do yet. So he just does the Hogan, like listen to, like, just give me your power, give me your power. Let me hear you, let me hear you. And then my favorite, his standing medium decks you, and he's decking you with a mic. And if you hold the standing medium, he just drops the fucking mic. He just drops the mic. Like,
is that also a hit? Like, what if that's an overhead?
Also an overhead.
It's an overhead. Okay, the two can't combo into each other yet, but I'm pretty sure someone's gonna figure out some stupid way to make it work.
Damn, I'm actually kind of hyped for that.
That character's mechanics are pretty neat. So he has the whole thing of Captain America, where you had original Captain America that could lose the shield, and he gets a different set of normals.
Mm-hmm.
He can lose the chair.
Yeah.
So normally he has like a chair, crouching fears, and a chair sweep. If he doesn't have the chair, he pulls out gigantic severed giant limbs and punches you with them.
Also, he blocks with the chair, but when he loses it, he blocks with a champion belt instead.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Can he hit you with the champion belt?
Probably. I don't know if there's a move or not like that.
He's got to be able to hit you with a briefcase also.
One of the coolest things so far is the final fight mechanic that he has, where he can grab people and then walk around with them.
Yeah, or jump, much like Hagar.
That's pretty cool. That's like something that...
And then, kind of give him the pound every now and then you decide what kind of finisher you want, which the only one they completed so far is the snap-out finisher, where he puts you in a trash can and boots the shit out of you. Yeah.
I've said this multiple times already, but I still love how I totally wasn't thinking about it, but his tag in is he just runs up behind the dude and hits him with a chair. Like, it's so simple yet so perfect.
It's brilliant.
It always hit him from the back with the chair. Just have some guy run up, when they're not looking, and just
RKO from out of nowhere, huh?
Yeah. Like,
yeah, that's pretty cool. I like how Skullgirls is actually doing all the things I want to be in fighting games.
The people at Lab Zero honestly really love multiple forms of entertainment of all kinds, and really their passion does show within the characters they develop in their game.
Yeah. That's why it's so depressing whenever they say, like, yeah, this is like the last thing we'll be able to do, and I'm like, oh, how is this not being funded?
Yeah.
Yeah, and another thing to show that they're doing it all for the game, the character is going to be free for, what, a month?
3 months.
3 months. Holy shit. Like, you have 3 whole months to download this character.
Mm-hmm.
And
for free. You don't have to pay for him.
What's the rationale behind that, too? They're already paid for.
Mm-hmm.
You guys already paid for the characters. You helped us make them, so go ahead. Even people that didn't pay, feel free.
Yeah. Now, why don't they hold another Kickstarter?
I don't know.
And add more characters?
I'm sure it's possible, but living like this, might be kind of difficult as well.
Yeah.
Because they're not making the most amount of money they could possibly get. They're scraping by just out of pure love for the fans in the game. So unless, they get some sort of miracle money where somehow someone else buys up the license to the game or something, and they're like, yeah, here you go, Lab Zero, here's $1 trillion. Keep rolling.
Oh, trillion. Jeez.
I don't think anybody has any, well, obviously not $1 trillion, but
No, you know what I mean. I'm using hyperbole. It's
yes.
You could use when speaking.
Hey, that's a book word.
That's a math term, okay?
Okay.
If
Sounds like a book word to me.
That you didn't know that word, you would have mispronounced it like I do and called it hyperbole.
Yo, I love that game.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have to listen to all this hyperbole.
I'm talking about, I was using hyperbolic time chamber to make my word stronger, so that's why I said trillion.
So, with another thing with Beowulf that Mike Z said, that sounds like it's going to please plenty of fans. All of his costumes, or all of his colors, are going to be references to something. So far he's shown off a Batman reference and a Riker from Star Trek The Next Generation reference.
Sick.
I just love the different color zones on him for the customization of colors.
Mm-hmm.
How, he has like a area for goatees and mustaches. He has areas that you could color in for face masks and other things. So, I mean, you can see like probably some Ultimate Warrior stuff. I think he even has some for like the diamonds on his chest too, for like.
The Argyle?
Yeah, no, like not just that, like the over the nipples, like specifically.
Ooh.
But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff that's probably going to be happening with that character, and this is the one I've been waiting for the most. This is it. This is the real deal one, man.
So this is this is the real deal Holyfield.
Yeah.
Of Skullgirls. Damn.
Is he the last character?
No.
Or well, there's one more. Robo Fortune.
Right.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about Robo Fortune. But she wasn't part of the Kickstarter.
She was and wasn't. She wasn't initially, but because they passed some sort of threshold, they allowed to throw it in because it's going to reuse a lot of assets of regular Misfortune with
palette swap.
New palette swap, and then a couple new animations and stuff they'll add here and there. So obviously they could do it on a cheaper budget.
Mm-hmm.
They said it's going to be more like original Robo Kai, where it's just regular Kai but different face.
Okay.
Goofier moves.
Yeah.
So what was the reason behind Robo Misfortune instead of say a Robo different character?
Because the voice actress on the streams was helping out with sometimes talk in a robotic voice, so it's seriously an entire in-joke with the community.
Ah, sick.
Yeah. Much like how the character Fukua was also an in-joke because someone made a fake April Fool's magazine screenshot of how to play her in Skullgirls back in 2011. And then by the time DiCaprio came out being a clone character, they just kind of hammered her out real quick and hey, let's check it out.
Whoa, DiCaprio's a clone character?
I mean, the brand new original Noah that's character DiCaprio.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah,
Jeez,
sorry.
I almost had a heart attack there.
Yeah.
I mean, how is she a clone character? Look at her. She has that mask she wears. She looks like no one else in the cast.
She was in the comic book.
I mean, out of all the clones, of course they would pick the most original.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the blonde pigtails are pretty original.
Oh yeah, and Juju's dead forever. That's pretty amazing. The story behind that.
Oh wait, what did happen with Juju?
Okay, so Juju wasn't created by Lab Zero technically. Some guy was just like, hey, you should have a sniper character and call her Juju. So they just kind of made her up, being the person. And they wanted to do the right thing and be like, well, we didn't exactly make this character up ourselves, so we're going to have, we're going to ask the person who created it permission. And there's some whole stupid crap behind that.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Basically, they were like, okay, we'll work with you. Here's a contract. We'll put Juju in the game. You will be credited as the original creator. Just don't talk about it. 1 second later, hey guys, so Juju's in the game. They're like, well, contract's null and void. This character doesn't fucking exist anymore. Good job.
Wow, that's what happened. Holy
Yep.
Yeah, you didn't remember. There was an article about that. It was fucking huge.
Yeah, he was a huge idiot and did exactly what the contract said not to do, and they told him not to do, and then he did it immediately. And they're like, all right, fuck you. And you know what? Good for him. Because what the fuck, dude. This is a life lesson to you that when a contract says don't do something, don't do it.
What a fuck ass.
Yeah, that was a pretty bad episode in Skullgirls history.
I'm not sure if there's been a good episode in Skullgirls history.
There's been plenty good episodes.
I mean, there's been a lot, but there's so many odds against them for the most part is what I mean.
Oh, yeah, totally. They've definitely, fought more people than most devs twice their size.
They've given them way more of a crap than anybody else probably would for a game.
Yep. At this point, it's a fucking endeavor.
Yeah. How fortuitous of their endeavors.
Look at this shit. I used the made up word, and here you go with these fucking dictionary. You got Webster on speed.
What's a
now.
dictionary?
Words.
What's a dictionary, dude?
They're not called dictionary words. They're called book words. Okay. Obviously, he reads.
Fortuitous is not in the dictionary.
You keep fucking baiting yourself, Tony. We get it. You got a book in your hand right now.
No, actually, I have a cardboard in my hand.
You're probably streaming from fucking Barney's and Nobly.
No, I'm in my room. I'm looking around and I see 0 books.
I think you put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Oh no, I said the quiet part loud and the loud part quiet.
So, what else is there? I don't know. Is that it? Did anybody send us any questions? I kept telling them to.
I think we got one last week that we didn't answer.
We got one 2 days ago from Tim Livingston, and all it says is, what camel toe?
What? It was in reference to some HD Joe sprite or something.
Oh, okay, I see it.
And I don't know why you're calling it HD. That is not HD.
No, it isn't.
Oh, it's the Neowave sprite? Oh my god.
No, that's not Neowave sprite. That's KOF94 Rebound sprite.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh, my god, that's so bad.
Hell Pockets and I are doing daily blow-ups again.
Yes, we are.
We didn't do one together last week. Last week, Hell Pockets and Sanchez did Under Night. And I didn't see all of it, but I think Sanchez kicked the crap out of Hell Pockets Under Night, right? Sound about right?
That's about right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then shortly after, I did a daily blow with Nocturnal. and he beat the living crap out of me in Mark of the Wolves. It was great. I still need to upload that. That's like a 3 gig file. Jesus.
I want some matches.
Yeah, we're trying to stay consistent with these. We want to keep doing them. We want to do different games all the time, or like we want to stick to one game. Like Hell Pocket's sticking to Under Night helps him because he can get the Under Night crowd. And I just do old SNK games. I don't have one specific game to stick to. Sanchez, do you plan on doing any on your own, or can you?
I don't have any of my streaming equipment because I don't know where Josh left it.
Go Josh. Walkman. How about you?
Yeah, I'm going to. I was honestly just going to do something quickly before the show, but then I started eating.
He did do something quickly before the show.
Well, I did do something, but nobody saw it, and only one person knows about it because I told them.
Yep.
Are you doing drugs?
I know.
Are you reading books?
No! Wow, I like that he's more offended by reading books.
No!
Who does that? Honestly.
People died to make sure I couldn't read books.
No, but, yeah, I'm going to start up again, but then, I'll also see how things go with work. Some things are changing. Honestly, I feel like I'm just going to start doing daily blow-ups in, like, the wee hours of the morning where nobody's awake, because that's when I usually have most of my time to do shit.
Hey, man, just fit them in. Maybe you can become, the morning blow-up zoo.
Part of the EU crew. Like, hey, what's
the
up,
breakfast
European
blow-up?
Yeah,
what's
breakfast
up,
brawl.
European Union?
This is a perfect time to get that soundboard.
Yeah.
It's Walkman at 9 a.m. with the breakfast blow-up. Womp, 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 womp.
Wake up, FGC.
Actually, that might be cool. Like, so people could, like, watch me on their phones when they drive to work and then crash into stuff.
You just have all the stupid gags and shit. It's like, oh, I hope you like your eggs this morning. Extra salty.
Oh, Jesus.
This shit writes itself, Tony. Write it down.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, and Gibby and I will still be doing head-to-head stuff, although I think we're running out of games to play.
No, I've got that new GGPO.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the new app? I need to get that, too.
Yeah. Also, I may not... If I do one this week, I won't be doing it till Friday because I'm going to be out for the next few days. So I can't do it. Unless I can somehow do it from a phone.
I wish Mondo was still in the chat, because I said I want to talk about 37 Reloaded.
We kind of did last week.
Yeah, in our secret show.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of want to talk about it again because there's kind of an issue that's kind of, bothering me right now, but where's everybody going to stay?
Didn't they say there's a hotel like right across the street or some shit?
Yeah, I tried booking it. It's not able to be booked.
Really?
The one that's connected to the campus?
I guess.
No, there should be one.
There's one on campus, right?
No, there's like a DoubleTree or something down the street.
Yeah, there's like there's like one that's affiliated with the campus, and I tried booking it, and it said these dates are blocked out, and I'm like, really?
That sucks. Well, Mondo's in chat now. You gonna?
Mondo, we need to talk about the hotel situation.
He said you can stay at the arcade and sleep on the floor.
I mean, I'm probably gonna end up doing that anyway.
Oh wow, daily blow up Waku Waku 7. I mean, I can do that. Also, man, like I've been meaning to stream like other things, but I don't think they work on iPlayWinner is the issue. I want to stream a lot of beat 'em ups and Cabal like shoot 'em up games.
Woo! Damn, I want to do the same
for research purposes, actually.
So you want to stream on iPlayWhatever?
Back, I'll stream myself playing this Hatoful boyfriend I bought.
But the thing is that we can't really show that on iPlayWinner, right? I mean, beat 'em ups don't count as.
Well, so don't play. This is where the beauty of iPlayWhatever comes in. Now, if anybody can ever wrest the stream key from Harrison's cold dead fingers,
yeah, the only
we
person
might be able to use that.
Seg, and he's the only one to go on there playing Lee.
Hold on. Someone else might have it. I know who.
You?
Yes.
Oh, hook it up.
I forgot it.
The real question is iPlayWinner hosting iPlayWhatever? Because I feel like that would be one of the best things for it to do.
What, iPlayWhatever?
How they have the new Twitch hosting thing or whatever.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Here's the thing. iPlayWinner needs to expand its horizons. We started out as a fighting game network, or rather, Hans started it out as a fighting game sort of production company. But there are ways to compete competitive in all sorts of other games. So,
Yeah.
That's what iPlayWhatever comes in for.
Yeah. Honestly, I really just want to discuss a lot of things that have to do with game development as well. But that's just me.
Well, that's the beauty of I Play Winner. Nobody's ever using this channel.
Yeah, like I want to use it all the time, but it's like, oh, but I've kind of got to get specific in certain things. So
we never get specific on this show.
We might change. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
if you talk to Segs, Seg's the one that's always like talking to Twitch about how like, hey, there's a lot of stuff that's not gaming related on Twitch anymore. So
yeah,
I'm pretty sure we're allowed to bend too.
So we're not have to do a lot of fighting game related stuff on I Play Winner, all right?
Yeah, it could be the Steve Aoki's of I Play Winner.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. I heard like this big thing about this guy named Steve Aoki, and I'm like, who is he? Oh, he hit Mike Ross with a cake. I'm like, okay, who is he? And then I was called like dumb and ignorant for not knowing who he is.
Really?
What did they call you?
Dumb.
No, I almost thought I heard that shit too. I was like, damn
I
it.
heard doppelganger. Like.
Oh, I thought I heard something different. I heard dumb.
So I don't know. I really enjoy game development, especially after watching that. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it at all. I've told some of you. They have on that Red Bull Music Academy small thing called Digging in the Carts. I saw it, I think, because of someone actually on Twitter that's... I don't remember who it was. But essentially what it is that it's a documentary talking about the composers of video game music back in like the late 80s, early 90s, and that kind of era. And they get to them and talk to them about the stuff they do, and other musicians and just people that have been inspired by it. And honestly, when I watch it, I love it. I'm filled with awe and amazement, like all the time. A lot of raw emotion comes out from hearing some of these tracks that I haven't heard in a long time too. Even though they're not necessarily uncommon ones, but it's just like it's so fascinating to me to see these people and what they talk about, old school waveforms and being limited to only 3 sounds on these consoles, but still being able to make orchestrations that set a mood and tone and stuff like that. So if you want to check it out, it's pretty awesome.
What was it called again?
Digging in the Carts. I'll link it up.
All right.
It's like if you like music and if you like video games, like seeing it from the development side and talk about their lives. Like in the latest one, it's about RPGs, and obviously they talk about Nobuo Uematsu. And he was talking about how when he was, just my age, 24, 25, he wanted to do stuff in music. He wanted to make music things, but he didn't know anybody, and he never had any formal training, He just played music, and he didn't know how to read or write or anything like that. Now he's one of the biggest composers, well-known people in the world, and he just started off from such simple, places. It's just, anybody can do this stuff, and to see that the people's passion for going into like a new medium or really trying to express themselves and still, they're just doing their jobs, but the compositions, the sheer amount of depth that these people put into this is just, astounding. I care too much about video games, I guess. Like this really made me realize that. Like thinking about all the things I went behind, I'm like, I can really appreciate these people and what they do.
Yeah, this is a cool website.
Yeah,
Something to watch.
It seems like the last episode, because there's a 6-part series, is coming out this Thursday. They update every Thursday. Also, what's cool about the site is you scroll down, you can see Meet the Composer talk about it, but some of the people they talk to make their own video game mixes that you could listen to, and then there's hidden levels also on the bottom where it's kind of more like extended cuts of parts that they cut out from the actual episode itself, but more interviews with certain people and just talking about specific things, and it's really nice. I'm so glad that I stumbled upon this from a link on Twitter, and yeah, I mean, I hope that you all can enjoy it as well, because like I said, it just blows my mind watching it. I love every second of it.
All right, and I don't know. I think that about covers everything, right?
Yeah, I don't know what else we
Hold on, let me double check the Dodgers Cardinals.
Okay, it's
Cardinals.
Yeah, Cardinals are up 1-0, 5th inning. But yeah, be sure to do what the ticker says. Follow all of us nerds on the Twitters.
Even the ones that aren't here.
Yeah, even the ones that aren't here, because they're too good for us now. Apparently, they're I don't know what they're doing.
We're back to the original cast.
Yeah, the original cast plus Alex.
I showed up one day.
Yeah, follow us all on Twitter. Be sure to follow I Play Winner on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Subscribe, follow here. If you subscribe, once again, we can get these sick ass emotes.
Bird Frog will live on sometime.
Yeah, Bird Frog will.
Yeah, like we need to get Bird Frog off the ground already.
It'll be sick. If not Bird Frog, we could just get a trash bag. And it will be any form of Hell Pockets. It will be sick.
Fucking you son of a bitch.
So,
we'll see about that. I want that back. I'm gonna run that back.
Yeah. So if you subscribe, you currently get access to a horse head. You get access to Hans's head, Hanzo Gonzo's ugly mug. You get this explosion thing from King of Fighters. You get a squirrel. I don't know what the squirrel's for. And you get the Make It Rain Man, the fight money guy. So yeah.
Word of raffles.
Subscribe.
Wait, why is there a squirrel?
Probably some really old I Play Winner in joke.
I thought that was like Eeyore or something.
It's a squirrel.
You don't get that picture.
Well, I'm also on Better TTV, so...
Oh, we don't get Insomniac?
No, we don't. That one is great, though.
Why is there a mini Kappa?
I don't know.
This is stupid. Okay, so yeah, once again, just follow, subscribe, follow us all on Twitter. You've got at Hell Pockets, at Lord Walkman, at Mecha MacGyver. If you guys don't know how to spell that, you don't deserve to follow the man. And at Manchester, there you go, follow us. Right? Does that work out, Alex?
That works for me.
Pretty good.
Yeah. All right, so yeah.
From the rest of us that are not here and our fallen comrades. Wait, how many? 2, right?
Yeah.
3 if you want to count Abe. 4 if you want to count Knock.
Nobody fucking remembers those 2.
I do. I remember them every day.
All right, fine. Well, for those guys
Pour 'em
and
out
our
on the curb
white
for the
people that are
homies.
missing, we'll probably get our white people back next week. From all of us here at Super Desperation Radio, good night, and fuck you.